Hello people of the internet, this is Lee and today I will be reviewing Pride of Baghdad. This is written by Brian K. Vaughn with art by Nico Henrichon. This is not a new book. It was copywritten in 2006, so it's a few years old. It's also, it takes place in 2003, so a little bit before then, but I just decided to read this recently. I had a request for a graphic novel review, and I thought this was a really good one to bring to you guys. For anybody who's familiar with Brian K. Vaughn, he tends to take any preconceived notions about a subject and just kind of flip them over. In this case, it's based on a true story, but it's from the perspective of animals, and for me at least, when I think talking animals, I think cute and cuddly Disney movies, except when, you know, Bambi's mom gets murdered and a few other Lion King. I guess that cute and cuddly Disney movies turn out not to be that cute and cuddly if you actually think about them too. But moving on. So, anyhow, this is rated mature, and it's rated mature with good reason. There's a lot of graphic material, a lot of graphic violence, and that's both within the animal kingdom, them against each other, and human on animal violence. So if you're squeamish about something of that nature, I definitely do not suggest picking this book up. Like I said, truly graphic nature with that. That being said, it's a really terrific story. He does an excellent job with it. Initially, I was concerned that given the publishing date, given the year that the book takes place in, this would be overly political and maybe really dated as far as the subject matter goes, but it was surprising in that it was not. The themes regarding war, the themes regarding freedom are true regardless of when the book takes place. So even now, I think that it's a really important story with a message that needs to be heard and is definitely worth picking up for that reason. There's a lot of hesitation regarding what I say just because I don't want to give away spoilers, but also because this book was excellently written and excellently illustrated, but it just after I read it, I had to absorb it because the subject matter was graphic, because it did not, no holds were barred with regards to writing it and illustrating it. It was unexpected. It was harsh. It was real in a way that you just don't expect a book that is about furry creatures to be. So while it is an excellent book, I don't know that it's a good book just because it's not meant to be. It's meant to be harsh. It's meant to be sincere in that way. So read it knowing that there is the violence, that there's going to be just some absorbing the material, that it's going to be harsh, but that it's really just a wonderful story, wonderfully done. I'm very rarely disappointed by Brian K. Vaughn, and in this situation, I was just really very moved by it. And any author that can move you, whether it's by way of making you uncomfortable and making you cringe, but still while interacting with you and making it so that it's not just about that cringing, making it and being uncomfortable, that it's also very much about the subject matter and helping you to just understand it in a deeper way through those experiences. It draws on emotions, and I very rarely does a book manage to just garner so much of an emotional reaction from its readers, but it's very telling in that he's just capable of it. If you haven't read Brian K. Vaughn before, I don't know that this should be your introduction to him, unless you do like the sort of story that I'm describing. My original introduction to him was with Saga, which is a beautiful story, also beautifully illustrated. My next experience with him was Y: The Last Man, which I became emotionally involved with the characters, and I wasn't ready for the story to end. He is very good at just getting you to be invested in the characters he writes. So, but this one is a very quick read. It's a single graphic novel, so a self-contained story. I sat down and read it probably in about an hour. So if it's something that you want to read quickly but you want to stay with you for a while, it definitely hits on that. So strongly recommend the book, but with the disclaimer regarding the violence, regarding just it's happening in a war, it's happening in the animal kingdom. If you can watch National Geographic and the lions eating the gazelles, or you can watch CNN with the war violence footage, then you're capable of reading this, and you should. But if those things make you uncomfortable, make you just give you an emotional response that you're not really wanting to recreate through fiction, then don't. But you're missing out. So that's my review of Pride of Baghdad from Brian K. Vaughn. And as always, please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to review. And also, if you could please like and subscribe to my channel, I appreciate that very much. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Bye.